At Jay Slater's terrible funeral today, hundreds of people came to celebrate his life, remembering him with laughter and tears. The 19-year-old died on June 17 in a mountainous area of Tenerife, and his corpse wasn't discovered for 29 days. At Accrington Crematorium in Lancashire, there was a standing room-only situation while hundreds of mourners gathered outside in the wet to watch the service on a screen that had been particularly set up. Most people wore blue, which is his favorite color, per his family's wishes. A horse-drawn wagon carrying Jay's blue coffin with his name engraved on the side pulled up just before 10:20 a.m. His distraught mother, Debbie Duncan, 55, sobbed as the coffin was brought inside, while Becky Hill's Forever Young played. She also guided the family as they followed Jay to his final resting place. This happened at the same time as Jay's family announced the launch of a new fundraising campaign earlier in the week to support LBT Global, a missing persons charity that supported them during their difficult time. Forever 19 t-shirts were worn by Jay's coworkers at PH Build Group, where he worked as an apprentice bricklayer, a job he loved. Beloved memories of Oswald Twistle's Jay were recited, bringing tears to eyes as mourners laughed at footage of the adolescent dancing. The videos were paired with the well-known dance song Party All the Time, a tribute to Jay's passion for raves. At the service, Sarah Barton, the funeral director, described to the attendees how Jay touched the lives of so many people. In addition, she gave heartfelt eulogies from three of Jay's closest friends, one of whom, James Curry, referred to the party-loving teenager as like a brother and was a classmate. Jay was unique, he continued. He had a silly smile that brightened any space. The congregation was read the poignant poem Train of Life, and everyone present was asked to bring a candle home to light in Jay's honor. Wings but Birdie faded out as the moving service came to an end, and Jay's distraught 24-year-old brother Zach assisted in removing the coffin from the chapel. He, along with distraught parents Debbie and Warren, 58, wiped away tears as they walked the coffin's last few feet to the cemetery in preparation for a private funeral. Behind them, wiping away tears, was close friend Brad Hargreaves, who was on vacation with Jay when he went missing. It was requested that attendees bring a single rose to place with Jay, rather than bring bouquets. Jay's favorite color, blue, was everywhere outside the chapel as many people were holding blue flowers and donning blue ribbons and wristbands. Jay's memories even contained blue flares. Outside the crematorium, guests were given heartfelt little flyers honoring Jay. A cheerful photo of the teenager and the words, "Remembering with love Jay Dean Slater," were displayed on the front. "In our hearts at all times. #Forever19. A heartfelt quotation appears on the back. If there was anyone dancing on the way to the other side, it was him. Jay's friend Lucy May Law set up a GoFundMe page, and donations there mainly covered the expense of Jay's funeral after he disappeared. More than £70,000 was raised by well-wishers to assist the teen's family. Sad when Jay disappeared early on June 17, he was on vacation in Canary Islands with Brad and Lucy, two of his pals. He and two men had driven nearly an hour to get to an errand in the isolated village of Masca after attending a music festival at a nightclub. He called Lucy later that morning, complaining that he was nearly out of phone battery, thirsty, and lost. After an 11-hour hike from his apartment in the southern half of the island to a hiking trail in the rural Daytano National Park, his phone died at 8:50 a.m. Before deciding to conduct a private search, police used drones, helicopters, and sniffer dogs to sweep the large area for nearly 2 weeks. Jay's frantic father Warren, 58, and brother Zach, 24, continued the search as well, following Jay's path nearly daily in the sweltering heat. Horrible conspiracy theorists and trolls tormented the family, constantly spreading false information on the internet. Jay's body was discovered on July 15, 29 days after his phone last made contact with a phone tower deep within a ravine. In the careful recovery effort, dramatic photographs captured the moment a helicopter crewman was winched into the gap with his arms raised. Jay's cause of death was determined by a post-mortem performed in the UK to be traumatic head injuries, consistent with a fall from height. According to the coroner's report, he would have died instantly. Jay's family paid a moving homage to their football-mad apprentice bricklayer, referring to him as a loving son. It stated, "At the young age of 5, Jay started playing football for Huncote United FC until the age of 17, and also did a few seasons with the Sunday team at St. Joe's too. He also cherished his free time spent with pals,